Alright, welcome back to another video. We are on our way to hit some arms today. So, let's see here. I was thinking about this earlier, and I like the back and forth that I've been doing between, going from triceps to biceps, instead of doing like all biceps first and then triceps, or vice versa. But I was thinking earlier that there's something about my arm workout that I don't care for, and I can't really figure out what that is, but I don't know, there's just something in the beginning, I think, that I'm like, I want to change something there. So don't know what that's going to be quite yet, but so let's think for a second. What are we going to do? So I think starting with single arm cable extensions is still a pretty good place to start. I think that kind of gets the elbows warmed up pretty well too. Let's see. So from there, from the single arm extensions, I'm trying to think, what would I like to do right after that? You know what, I think what we're going to do is we're going to do, normally I only do like 2 or maybe 3 of the single arm cable extensions, like at first. So I think what we'll do, instead of like a small amount of sets, I think we're going to do like 4 or 5 sets of that, and then go into alternating dumbbell curl. I think that would probably feel pretty good. I can envision it in my head. That seems like that would be a good place to go from there. Let's see. So next, I think we would do. I did overhead extensions, or overhead dumbbell extensions, the other day. And I did like those. I think I'll do those next, and then we'll do some cable curls. The cable curls I did about a week ago now, but I did really enjoy those, so I think we'll do those as well. Let's see, that's 4 movements. So I think I'd like to throw in maybe, some hammer curls for sure, and then probably a tricep push down. I think that would be good. But yeah, I did some overhead dumbbell extensions the other day, and those felt good. That was when I had to do my arm workout on break, and I had to be super quick about it. But those, dumbbells was the only thing that was kind of available to me, so doing those felt really good. So I think we'll do those again. You get a really good stretch from those too. So, but I think for the start, we'll do 4 or 5 sets of the single arm push down, or I guess it's single arm extension with the cables, and then go from there. So yeah, I'm going to take my pre-workout. Well, the pre-workout meal was 2 bagels and 25 grams of peanut butter, so it's 688 calories. And I can't remember all the other stuff that it was. I don't remember all the other macros, but it gets pretty good for a pre-workout meal. My only downside is that I've pretty much had no water yet this morning, so that's it's not an ideal scenario to be in, especially right before working out. But you kind of just do what you do. My problem is that, especially on an off day, I'll get up and I'll drink coffee while I play video games or something for 2 hours or an hour or whatever, I'll forget to drink any water, and I'll go straight into the meal, and then straight to driving to the gym. So something to be more aware of. Get better, taking water down before I have my coffee, which is something I need to do anyways. But let me take this pre-workout, and then we'll get right into it. Alright, I've already done 3 sets of this, so we'll finish out with these 2 more real quick. Move this here. There we go. We'll do one more. Okay, let's move on to some dumbbell curls. I'm gonna do like 2 sets of warm-ups, and then we'll get the actual sets. All right, I've already done the warm-up set, so we'll go ahead and get into this first set here. Okay, hold it down just a little bit, and we'll do 2 more sets of that. Yeah, 2 more sets, and then we'll go into, what did I say? Oh yeah, the overhead dumbbell extensions. Yep, that sounds good. One more set. Whew. All right. Let's do this last set here and we'll move on. I don't remember what weight I just did. Okay, whatever. I think this is the weight I just did. Whatever. I'm gonna do a drop set. Okay, let's move on to dumbbell overhead extensions. All right, let's do some overhead tricep extensions. Let's do like 2 more sets. I'm gonna go up just a little bit. Okay, let's go up just a touch and weight. I can't go too heavy on this because I think if I go any heavier than like 15, it's very hard to get a full rep out. So I'll probably stick with this weight for the next set too. Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely just stick with that weight. We'll do one more set and then we'll move on to cable curls. All right. Do I go down a little bit? Nah. We'll do one more set and then we'll move on to the cable curls. This music is just going crazy. Let's move on to cable curls. All right. I think for this particular movement, I'm only gonna do 2 sets of this. Then we'll do push downs, and then hammer curls. Whew. All right, one more. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna do one more. Okay, so I do realize that my mic was not on for those last 2 sets. I took my, last 2? Yeah, last 2. I took my shirt off and took my hat off, and I put my mic in my pocket. So we did one more set than we said we were going to do, but now we're on push downs. 3 sets of this. 2 more. All right. I had to go ahead and stop recording so I could charge my phone, but you've already seen the pump for the most part. I'm supposed to do some flexing though. Okay, well, I would say overall that was a 10 out of 10 workout. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. My phone's gonna die, so tomorrow is hamstrings. So I will catch y'all in the next one. See ya.